Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too. Has a pop! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Shapes to shoot! And that's caused a worry or two. And he heaves it forward. Now the breakaway. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Knocks it away. Forward, what does he try from here? Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. And it's played forward. It's come loose. Chonburi, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And the counter is on. Looking to get within range. Danger averted for now.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Gets wrestled off the ball. The shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Chonburi have found chances hard to come by, so that's perfectly understandable.
Great strength on the ball. Good challenge, he just stood firm. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. 15 minutes till half-time. Out to the left it goes. He's had a go! They score! Well, how's that for a class finish?
I just thought he knew exactly what he was doing by feigning to move one way and then readjusting back. Controlled trickery.
Chonburi get themselves into the lead.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. And he's got the ball glued to his feet. Turns and goes back. Shot at goal! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
And play for a throw. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. One way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Hefty challenge, but fair enough. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Here we are, off they go for half-time. They did indeed come in the first half. There has only been that one goal, which is very, very tight.
Well, that certainly pleased the fans, and the players are definitely happy with that scoreline. The question is now, can they protect it?
Chonburi go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. And the game has already resumed here.
Chonburi really need to go and...
There's the shot! It's in! The second half sparks straight into life.
Oh, what a cracking goal, but a cracking touch as well. That's what made it for me. That's brilliant play all round.
Ratchaburi Mitropol grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Yeah, for me, both sides are strong and well matched, and I think you...
No question, that's a foul.
Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best.
That was travelling. He's on his way. Forward it goes. Now the counter. Oh, good interception. Ratchaburi Mitropol leaving men forward, threatening to break.
Well, if they're not putting the work in by getting back, they have to deliver with this tactic.
Has a hit! Really well taken goal. And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Ratchaburi Mitropol are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Loose ball, who's going to get that? Chance!
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
To get it forward quickly. Keeps everyone guessing. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Big chance! It's in! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Now that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Hoists it forward. That's good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next? And he has been fouled there. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. He's trying the shot. Oh, how good is he? A finish right from the top draw. And they're back in front. Oh, that is a bit special. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Brings it forward. Here it is now, surely!
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Just has to be done.
Receives it in a good position. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Goes for goal!
Oh, I like the little feint he came up with to produce the effort. Very, very tidy.
Tries to get it forward quickly.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
The leveller or the knockout blow. Either way, it's got to happen right away.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
It has got through to him.
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
Just brushed off the ball there. Little doubt, that is a foul. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. He's had that put on a plate. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? And they've been caught out here. And it's played forward. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. And in the end, it got away. They just weren't allowed to build on their lead. They lost their lead, and they lost the game. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area. But the centre of their defence looked open.
Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. They've got underway here pretty promptly. And for a moment, time stood still. It's a fine challenge and it goes his way. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Corner given. Knocks it away. Out towards the flank. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Nicely measured pass. He gets past his man. Room for it. Has a pop! There it is! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, look, it's always great to see a solo effort with a goal. It's the ideal combination of pace and control.
Chonburi Draw first blood here.
Still a fragile lead, though. They can't afford to sit on this.
Oh, what a ball! A real chance to break. And it's played forward. It's being played forward. It's on a plate. It's a brilliant interception. Has gone out. Chooses to go back. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Good ball, it's found its target. Plays a clever... Up for the header! It's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, when the game's played like that, it's made to look very simple. You know, I love watching football like this. Easy, effective, 1-2 and bang. Thanks very much.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, for me, both sides are strong and well-matched, and I think you need to be a good player to be out there right now.
And he's there to cut it out. Going through. Lovely bit of skill. That's offside. Yes, it is. That intervention was very necessary. Hoists it forward. Cuts it out. Trying to get there. And he's cut it out. More than happy to take the muscular approach. He's got away. And we've reached half-time. So, a very watchable game so far. Action at both ends and the team's level. It's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. And And that's the second half started.
Chonburi clearly have been the better side for me. Yeah, I know the score doesn't quite reflect it, but if they go about their game in the same manner as the opening 45 minutes, things really should improve.
Hits one! Sticks it away! And again they hit the front.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front. They really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Gets it back.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
Forward it goes. Tries to get it forward quickly. That's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. He's had that put on has a goal! Back of the net! And this is getting better and better. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
I just thought he knew exactly what he was doing by feigning to move one way and then readjusting back. Controlled trickery.
Chonburi have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Look, it's a whole different...
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Ratchaburi Mitropol with the chance now to pull one back. He'll fancy himself from here. It's a great ball. It's a mistimed tackle, and it is a penalty. Chonburi present their opponents with the best possible chance here. The ball is on the spot. Here we go. Saved it!
Had a gut feeling they've missed the penalty, but they have to find a gutsiness themselves from here.
Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. No, that's not the ball he wanted. Battles to win it back. Looking to break out here. Quick glance at goal. Goes for goal! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further.
John Burry are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
Well, he's been the outstanding player on the pitch and devastating in front of the goal. What a display, what a player.
So now the difference is 3.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
He's played him through. And the through ball is intercepted. He's got through. Let's put a stop to that. He's made sure that that won't get through. Chance to break. He's found his man. He's got it, and he's got has a pop! Oh, off the bar! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Well, his reaction to that was ultra sharp, Peter. His anticipation is in fine working order.
To the last 5 minutes. And he's going long. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Gets into a dangerous position. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Just brushed off the ball there. Breaks on here. Done very well to intervene. And that is that. Trombori irresistible here. Dominant, utterly ruthless. Only ever one result, a comfortable win. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
John Burry won thanks to a disciplined game plan. Homework provided the groundwork, and it exploited.
Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident, The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. There are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to... Has a hit! There's an early warning shot across the bow.
Chonburi know they can rely on the counter, and they've just expressed a warning.
Decent try.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
He gets past his man. Drills one in. Gets good distance on it. Now surely! Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. No goals as yet. Shot a goal! It's in! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Peter, that was just a defensive act of generosity that was always going to have a painful ending.
Chonburi keep themselves into the lead.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Forward it goes. Away from immediate danger. Loose ball, who's going to get there? Looking to break out here. Well played, he saw that coming. Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Well positioned to make that interception. He's got through. Good ball, it's found its target. Goes down, but nothing given. That intervention was very necessary. That always looked inevitable. The defence dealt with that really well. Here, real chance! And yes, it's there! 2 up and threatening to pull clear.
John Burry are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Chonburi get themselves a 2-goal cushion.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
He's made sure that that won't get through. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Quick glance at goal, tries a shot! Just off target.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Oh, that is us! He's gone for it! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
And it's played forward. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And that'll be the last act of the first half. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Chonburi ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Tries to get it forward quickly. Played in with accuracy. shot! It's anyone's ball. It's gone out for a throw-in. Loses his balance and loses the ball. And he has been fouled there. It's a loose ball.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Stages of the second half, and still 2 between them. Out to the left it goes. Cuts it out. He's had a go! They are rampant! And surely that settles it. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Chonburi take a 3-goal lead and they are romping out of sight. He's got options out wide. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Hoists it forward. And it's played forward. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Could move up a gear here.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Referee's given a throw. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Tries to get it forward quickly. Done very well to intervene. Just a quarter of an hour to play. What an adventurous run from a defender. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Chance to break. Oh, he's broken through. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Knocks it away. Battles to win it back. That's surely a foul. Free kick. A move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm.
Chonburi clearly seem to have lost their passing accuracy, something they're obviously going to have to fix pretty quickly now.
Oh, shooting chance! A real chance and a real let-off. And that is that. A great day for attacking football. The artists have painted their pretty pictures. Only one team in it. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
There's a solidity about them, almost as if they set up not to...
Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. The action has already started. Oh, good interception. Good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Back into the middle. And it's got through. Massive leap! Oh, not the best of headers. Out to the left it goes. Tries to get it forward quickly. Has he picked him out? Oh, good take. Has a goal! It's in! First blood drawn. Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. He's making good use of his strength there. Just refusing. Shot goal! It's in! He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
Oh, Peter, you can't teach that. You either have it or you don't. His anticipation is on another level to everyone else's. Superb.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Right through the middle. Hits one! He's pulled off a fine save.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Header! Hit with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Hoists it forward, more than happy to take the muscular approach. Forward it goes. Lovely feet. So who's he picking out? And it's played forward. Halfway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Plays it out to the flank. Forward it goes. Done very well to intervene. Cuts it out. And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he's there to cut it out. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Hoists it forward. Just brushed off the ball there. And now they can launch a counter. Going for goal! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
He's made sure that that won't get through. Tries to get it forward quickly. He's got away. Fires from distance. He's got options out wide. And he's there to hoof it away. A chance! Crosses in a low one. First 45 minutes are up. What it has been an even contest, as the scoreline suggests, and it has been more than decent to watch. The midway point of the game.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Oh, that's nice. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Well, they could break here. Oh, he's found him in space. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Battles to win it back. And it's played forward. Ratchaburi, Mitropol, get it back again. And the finish! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
Out towards the flank. Gets his foot in there. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. The referee's awarded a free kick. But he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Going for goal! Decent hit from there. Looks to clip it forward. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Finds himself eased off the ball.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Looking to hit one! No mistake! Into the lead once more.
Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Ratchaburi, Mitropol go into the lead. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Whose ball? Who's going to get that? Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Chonburi are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
And just look at the keeper. He's really busy trying to get as much protection in place as he possibly can.
He's trying the shot. That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Try as they might, they just couldn't get into an attacking area. He's had a look. Got a shapes to shoot! Knocks it away.
Chonburi are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Goes for goal! In it goes! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. Jim, your thoughts?
Well, it's pretty damning on the part of that defence, Peter, that he was allowed so much time and space. But I think you have to give credit where it's due. And it was a brilliant setup and finish.
Ratchaburi, Mitropole, 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
He's left his man. Tries to get it forward quickly. Chip through. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Gets it back. Breaks on here. Gets away from his opponents. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Deftly done. And it's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Forward it goes. And time is up. Well, this hurts. The pain of defeat very evident, and there are hard lessons to be learned from it all when they regroup. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Chonburi lost their way after falling behind early.
Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle.
And the finish!
And they've been caught out here. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Forward it goes. Tries to get it forward quickly. He's pinged one through here. Goes for goal! Goal! He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
Look, there's only one player who merits all the praise for that. Not only did he finish it, but his instincts for being where he was are absolutely top-notch.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Goes for goal! It's broken loose. He's tried one. Well, that's where he wants it. Done very well to intervene. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. And it's played forward. It's on a plate. Surely. Hoists it forward. Cuts it out. Just half an hour in now. And he's going long. This could and the shot! It's there! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Oh, what a cracking goal, but a cracking touch as well. That's what made it for me. That's brilliant play all round.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Out towards the flank. Hoists it forward, dashing forward at pace. And it's got through. Good challenge, he just stood firm. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. He's got away. Gets into some space. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Plays a clever pass. And he's made sure that that won't get through. They get a throw in. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Brings it forward. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. It is quite a run he's making here. Tries to get it forward quickly. There's the end of the first half. So, a very watchable game so far. Action at both ends and the team's level. How would you review the first half?
Well, we thought this would be close, Peter, and it's proving us right so far. They're well matched, and it presents a fascinating battle of wits to see who'll emerge on top or otherwise.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. And we're already back underway here.
John Burry playing well with lots of...
Has a goal! He's scored! And the comeback is complete! That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
Chonburi go into the lead.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Now the counter. Plays it out to the wing. Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
Going for goal! He has done it! And with that goal comes comfort. That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Oh, players like this fella almost have a sixth sense to get themselves in such great coaching positions. How quick-minded was that?
So the lead now is 2.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Could go all the way here, has a pop! They've done it! Right back in the game! Jim, your thoughts?
I just think it's clever positioning from clever movement, and when all of that is synchronised with the right pass, that's what happens.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
And it's played forward. A real chance to break. Out to the left it goes. Here it comes. Lovely feet.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, hit and hope is just about... Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Gets it back. Just brushed off the ball there. He's making good use of his strength there. Just refusing. Oh, real danger here. Shapes to shoot! And in it goes! He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
That's just top-notch. Showed exactly why he follows it up every time. Keeper struggles to hold on to it. Ball breaks kindly. He's always about.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
Oh, this has been an immense contribution from one player. He's been just about unplayable. The irresistible force today.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition looked completely stunned. I'm not sure...
Real chance! No mistake! And again they hit the front.
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
for changes on both sides, actually. Chonburi get themselves into the lead. Here comes the corner. Tries to get it clear. Crosses it. And he's there to clear it. And he's there to cut it out.
Ratchaburi Mitropol are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
Good ball. That intervention was very necessary.
Chonburi are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
He's hits one! And the ball's come out!
Ratchaburi Mitropol need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Almost there, and the players can feel it. Oh, he's in!
Chonburi certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
Good ball, it's found its target. He's gone for it! And in again. Oh, taken with style. He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
Oh, that's great awareness. Full marks to him as he was just that bit quicker than everyone else on the follow-up.
Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, some fans are already on their way out, so that to me says everything, Peter.
Gets away, he's gone for it! It's off target and by quite a way. And that is that. Well, somehow they turned it round. Every ounce of energy, emotional, physical, mental, is spent. That is some win. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Yeah, they had a game plan which was about hammering